Governor Chris Christie held a press conference today to announce 2 new cabinet members. One member will be for the Department of Veteran Affairs and the other for banking and insurance.
I'm nominating Brigadier General Michael Caniff to take permanent leadership of Military and Veterans Affairs, and Ken Kobylowski, currently Chief of Staff and Acting Director of Banking, to be the next Commissioner of Banking and Insurance. Ken will succeed Commissioner Tom Considine.
Ken Kobylowski discussed his top priorities for the position.
Well, at the 30,000-foot level on the banking side, obviously Dodd-Frank during the next year is going to be extraordinarily important for the state of New Jersey to monitor how that's going to be implemented at the state level. On the insurance side, there are priorities. We have some regulations that are out right now. On the real estate side, we also have continuing education, which is implemented for the first year in the state of New Jersey to improve across the board the real estate practices.
Michael Caniff also discussed the importance of his nomination.
This is an opportunity to serve the men and women in uniform of the New Jersey Army and Air National Guard and be their leader. And probably more importantly, it's also an opportunity to take care of the veterans we have in the state and the veterans we have returning to the state.
Prior to Ken's nomination, Tom Considine was the Commissioner for Banking and Insurance. He held the position for 2 years, but is returning to the private sector for financial reasons. The governor touched on the fact that many cabinet members have been leaving for the private sector.
You want to attract the very best. As we've tried to do in our cabinet, they make significant financial sacrifice. And you see with my Chief of Staff, Rich Bagger, leaving to go back to the private sector, Lori Griffa leaving to go back to the private sector, now Tom Considine leaving to go back to the private sector. It is a challenge for them and their families to continue to be able to make the sacrifice that goes along with service. And so, but also you have to balance that against the fact that we're in really challenging economic times right now, fiscal times, and certainly wouldn't be my position that we should raise those salaries. But I think there needs to be an acknowledgement of the sacrifice that these folks make.
Both new members and the governor have high hopes for the future. Reporting in Trenton, Rose Eckler, WZBN News.